YouTube. Happy fall, y'all. How's it going? I hope y'all are good. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all joining me once again. Here's my self-study. Here's what's happening. Here's what's going on. I've been thinking a lot about this channel in the this last weekend at work. I had a couple, hey buddy, I see you. Hey dude, what's up, man? I'm doing something, okay? All right. If you don't know what this channel is, you guys, check out some of the early videos. You can scroll down, you click on videos, and go all the way down and check out what I'm doing. It'll give you an idea of what this channel is and what I'm doing now and how I've gotten here. But in this video, I wanted to tell y'all I want to change a little bit about this channel, and I definitely want to focus my ideas a little bit better and maybe do a little bit more little bit fewer videos with more meaning that can impact y'all a little bit more. I really want to develop some of these ideas that I have, and that's what I'm going to be doing here in this next period of my life, honestly, is developing ideas and learning about myself. I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish, and in an earlier video, I mentioned a city in the distance. And I see myself changing perception of what we hold valuable and changing perception on how we should be conducting our lives and interacting with the world around us. And I believe that that is what my purpose is in life. I believe that I have power in changing our perception and helping people understand that there are different modes of living that can have much more meaning and value to ourselves and our place in the world around us. My brother has been telling me this one quote that's been helping me out a lot lately. And it says, live like no one else today so that you can live like no one else tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure that's the quote. Sorry, Danny, if I'm ruining it. I love you still. But it still means the same if it's not the exact quote. You have to do something today in order to achieve what you want tomorrow. And that's what that quote means to me. There's another one. It goes, thought without action is a daydream. Action without thought is a nightmare. That one means to me basically, if you don't live life according to your own purpose, you're living life according to someone else's. I've found up until this point, I believe there's a better way to think and live and interact with our world. I thrive on being able to prove that with my life. That's where I'm at right now. I want to be a major influence of change of our current perception. Our common perception, and help people understand that there's different modes of living that can allow us to be more connected with our world and ourselves. This next few years, this next decade or more, probably will be a lot of self-exploring and a lot of learning, a lot of gaining experience in different avenues and planning and networking. I'm going to grind it out. This next period of my life, the intent is there. I want to change the world for the better. I want to change how we live our lives because something's wrong with it. I know there is. The first step in changing our lives and the way we interact with the world around us is to begin changing our perception on and seeking out what holds value and meaning in our lives. It's very much of what I've done until this point. I've spent a lot of time hiding and running from the things I valued the most. Hey, bud, I see you. I run from the things that I value the most just because I think the main reason I did this for so long is that the things I really cared about didn't seem to be appreciated or valued or even practiced in an effective and meaningful way to me. A lot of the things that I value the most seem to be ignored or pushed aside in a self-seeking, a self-centered and self-seeking pursuit of material wealth type of a culture. But the second and more difficult step in changing our world around us is incorporating the ideas that we have and the values on the way we interact with the world around us. It's changing, is actually changing it and putting it into motion, changing what we think is wrong, and and doing something about it. That's a problem with the world right now is so many people spend so much time voicing concern and opinion on stuff. I'll give you a small example. I was on break the other day and these two girls come out. And one of them says, "Oh man, that trash, man! Why'd they leave that trash out there, man? Well, that's gross, man." And then they sit down on the break table, trash right there, giant trash can right next to it, and they have their 25-minute break and talk and stare at their phone all break, and then they get up and ignore the trash again and walk right in the door. It's like, why are you saying something about the trash when it's so easy to just pick up and put it in the trash can? A lot of people have this habit nowadays. And, another thing that bothers me is that people have a habit of doing things in their lives just so that they can show them off to other people. And this is what I hear about all the time. I'm not involved with any of the other social medias, but it seems to me that and whenever it's not involved with a business or, a startup or anything, that it seems to me that it's basically a lot of people that are just showing off. And I know there's other things involved with Facebook and there's some things that are good. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on this channel, but um, a lot of it is detrimental and a lot of it is time wasting. And I think if you're going to spend so much time voicing your concern with things that are wrong, you can spend that same amount of time in changing it and doing something about it. That's just how I see it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not against technology. I think there's benefits to everything that we have today. But when we start using them, in a negative way like that, I mean, it's a problem, and a lot of people are doing that, and it sucks. It's crazy. I hate it. Um, but what I was saying is that the second step is so important. It's actually taking action, and changing the world around us, incorporating our ideas and values into the way we interact with the world, in every way. I believe there's a much more meaningful way to conduct our lives. And what I see in the future is so much farther away from where I am now. A lot of what we think our desires are or should be is driven by a capitalist and individualistic mindset and is taught to us by our culture and businesses and advertising. But also by default, a secondary influence on this and maybe a more prominent and causal factor in that influences our thoughts and actions is our peers and the people in our social group who are responding to that stimulus of a broken culture and society. We're adhering to the status quo, and then we see the people next to us doing it, and it's all the more likely that that's the way we're going to live. This is our default mode, and it's the life we live when we're not pursuing the purposes of our hearts. A lot of the previous episodes mentioned and hinted towards a few ideas that give a glimpse into what the things are that I hold in high value, and many of the things that I despise too. And if we don't make an effort to change that, then, like the quote said, it's just a nightmare. We're living somebody else's life also. Let's see, I got this weird screen that just popped up. Oh, there we go. Where was I here? I was going to say that we are the authors of our reality. Like the quote said, action without thought is a daydream, and thought without action is a nightmare. If I don't make the effort to incorporate the things that I hold valuable in my life, and if I don't make the effort to separate myself from the things that I despise, am I really living a life according to my heart's desire? There is conflict in my heart with the way I live now and the things I must do for survival now. But there is also peace in knowing that I am making an effort towards changing these modes of living for myself, and greater peace and fulfillment in being able to share in and to share this progression of contentment with the world around me and the people that mean a lot to me. I dream of a place in the future where our lives are nothing like the lives we live now. And I believe it's my duty, if I have that dream, it's my duty to be able to pursue it and lay the foundations for it. There's a better way of living. What if there was a place that incorporated sacred geometry with the landscape design of permaculture? What if there was a place that promoted spiritual wellness through individual thought progression and discovery rather recognizing similarities in people rather than, learning imposed dogma and upholding standards. You know, you guys know what the norms are now. But I just wanted to share some of these thoughts with you guys and let y'all know where my heart is at. I'm going to be busy this next season. I'm going to be working a lot. I've got another term of school coming up, but my heart is in pursuing my passion, and my passion is improving other people's lives and improving the world around me, improving myself first, and that being a direct effect of that. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all learned a little bit more about me, and I love y'all. Y'all be good to each other, and I will see you in the future.